accompanied by the Director of the Training Service, Ms. Brigadier General Bernard Pong.
Thank you very much. Mabuhay. Diba? Friendly. Huwag pahaba na nakuhan.
Sige. Ito pala si Muslim eh.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police General Bedald L. Simas. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We shall now start the program of the 15th PNP Training Service Founding Anniversary Celebration. Magsitayo po tayong lahat at ating pong awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Hello. Okay, kamay. Up. Please remain standing, and we'd like to request Police Colonel Jason Ortizo, Director of the PNP Chaplain Service, to deliver the invocation.
Let's bow our heads and be aware of God's loving presence in our midst. Let us pray. Almighty God, we acknowledge that without you, our lives will be empty and without meaning. You alone are our hope, and in you we put all our trust. We glorify and praise you as we gather today to celebrate the 15th PNP Training Service founding anniversary with the theme PNPTS at 15, revitalizing PNP core competencies through seamless multidimensional learning. In your divine will, Lord God, we submit ourselves as we seek for your blessings, especially for the PNPTS personnel headed by Police Brigadier General Bernard M. Bannock. Let your mantle of divine providence sustain their undertaking in the conduct of training courses geared towards skills enhancement, intellectual advancement, and moral transformation to all PNP personnel. Finally, we implore your perpetual blessings upon our beloved Chief PNP, Police General Debold M. Sinas. Through your most compassionate heart, may you allow that his call for unity and solidarity would inspire the PNPTS family to stand dedicated to their charter statement and intensify their commitment to fulfill the mandate, mission, and function entrusted to them. For the betterment of the Team PNP and in the greater glory of your heavenly kingdom, grant all this, we ask and pray in your most mighty name. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. To formally welcome us all, ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy Director of the PNP Training Service, Police Colonel Angelos Noga Jr.
Tempura mutantor, nos et mutamor in Elias. In English, times are changed, we are also changed with them. We are very lucky to have with us today our guest of honor and speaker, who will be introduced properly later in a bit while. My job as a speaker to welcome everyone is to lighten up the mood. Since everyone is overly excited, some are feeling nervous, some are feeling somewhat alienated, and perhaps excited for the 15th PNP Training Service anniversary today. Allow me to pay my respect to the other senior officers present here today, to the Deputy Chief PNP for Administration, Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Elizondo, to the Chief of Directorial Staff, Police Lieutenant General Sir Jojo Veracruzor, and to the Director of DPRM, Police Major General Dixon Sir, and of course to the Director of the PNP Training Service, very handsome, snappy, and most of all, God-fearing officer, Police Brigadier General Bernard M. Bannock, sir. And our supervising directorate, the Director of the Directorate for Human Resource and Doctrine Development, Police Major General Pipon Impreso, sir. The Director of the Chaplain Service, Father, sir. Thank you for coming. We've been in so many places also, very kind and a source of inspiration also to most of us. Police Brigadier General Jason Ortizo, Father, sir. And of course, to the President of the Public Safety and Savings and Loan Association Incorporated, Police Major General Belen, sir. To the awardees, Dr. Rowena Magubat, ma'am, and Mr. Arnel Tunggab from the Bless Our Cups movement. Is Pastor Boy around? Thank you very much po, Pastor Boy. We have been partners. I've met Pastor Boy since my junior years, and up to this time, he is always supporting us spiritually and guiding us morally to be a good police officer. Also, other awardees from other stakeholders, Olonga po Interdependent Churches. Nandiyan po sila. And the PNP Training Service Advisory Council, headed by Police Brigadier General Elpidio Gabriel. Yes, sir. Also the former director, sir, of the PNP Training Service. Police Brigadier General Ronald Lee, sir. Welcome to our the home of Tagapagsanay. To the Chief of Staff of the Training Service, Colonel Ubar, Training Manager of RSTU3, and the PNCO awardees and UP awardee. And for information, sir, our training managers from the regional special training units are watching us, joining us via Zoom all over the country. We have 17 and they are joining us. Plus, we have also participants watching us via FB Live, sir. Other chiefs of officers who are very excited since this morning. The 4 schools training managers of RSTUs, other officers, PNCOs, non-uniform personnel, other guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and good morning. It is my distinct honor and high privilege to welcome all of you to the 15th anniversary of PNP Training Service with the theme, PNPTS at 15, Revitalizing PNP Core Competencies through Seamless Multidimensional Learning in the midst of this pandemic. PNP Training Service implemented various training innovations to cope up with the challenges of time and continuously train our personnel. We choose this theme that is very timely. We need to face the challenges of time squared so we can continue to function as the central training institution of the Philippine National Police for in-service and specialized training. We need to adopt multidimensional learning methods suitable to the needs of our police officers in the field. 15 years can be considered a milestone. It is an opportunity to thank God for another year of fruitful service to the PNP and to momentarily look back and grab this as a golden ticket to chart the path forward. My colleagues at PNP Training Service, we may celebrate our 15th anniversary with simpler ceremonies to show solidarity with our people in the light of the devastation caused by Super Typhoon Ulysses. But nevertheless, it is with great pride that we honor the glorious legacy of our institution on our 15th year. According to Robert Collier, an American author, said, and I quote, "Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out," unquote. That is why, despite the many immense tasks on hand, the PNP Training Service has unceasingly performed its mandate at the utmost levels of professionalism. The roots of the PNPTS delves deeply into its magnificent history, filled with stories of the past. This unit was established in 2005. 15 years ago, in response to accelerate professionalism among PNP personnel. The aim is to conduct specialized training which is geared towards enhancement of physical, intellectual, and moral being of personnel. This is the proud legacy that we celebrate today, and this is the legacy that we will continue and uphold. As we seek to attain the vision of becoming more reliable catalysts of police education and training, we focus on our steps to strengthen the organization as well. Moreover, change is an ongoing progression that requires relentless assessment and recalibration. We assess, then improve, then assess and improve more. Thus, the deliverance of multidimensional quality trainings amidst the COVID-19 has been continued, which resulted in the establishment of the online learning system. These have considerably created many positive changes, which gave this training institution a more credible reputation. 15th anniversary will not end as an ordinary occasion for all, since we are going to witness the highlights of the PNP training service activities. The signing of the Memorandum of Agreement for Adopt a Classroom project with our benevolent donors, and most especially, the awarding of outstanding personnel and the stakeholders. Happy 15th PNP Training Service Anniversary. In honor of our legacy, we will continue performing our mandate with patriotism burning in our hearts. We will continue building a stronger PNP training service that is more responsive to our mandate. May our passion and dedication to work continue to reign in us. Sir, from the deepest part of our hearts, in behalf of the entire PNP Training Service family, again, welcome to the home of Tagapagsanay. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The PNP Training Service has prepared an audio-visual presentation which highlights the unit's accomplishment. Roll VDR.
The Philippine National Police Training Service, forging another milestone as a response to envision to be a globally competitive in service and specialized training institution. Our anniversary theme, PNPTS at 15, revitalizing PNP core competencies through seamless multidisciplinary learning, speaks well with our magnanimous contribution despite the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic. We pave the way of continuous learning through the conduct of various training courses and seminars through innovative digital platforms where training activities are implemented, conducted, monitored, and supervised in real time. You must remember that without sharpening your aptitude, standing on the battlefield would not increase your chances of winning. Thus, let's vault in.
On March 15, 2005, the Philippine National Police Training Service was established as an interim unit with its headquarters located at Kamkrami, Quezon City. On November 9, 2005, the National Police Commission formally approved the establishment of the PNP Training Service by virtue of NAPOLCOM Resolution Number 2005-388, which paved the way for PNPTS to become a national support unit under the functional supervision of the Directorate for Human Resource and Doctrine Development. The mission of the Philippine National Police Training Service is to conduct training courses geared towards skills enhancement, intellectual advancement, and moral transformation of PNP personnel, vital to the pursuit of a highly credible and responsive police force. Its function includes, among others, conduct of progressive training courses for personnel into technical service, trainings for field training officers, conduct specialist courses for individual or unit proficiency development, such as the Basic Internal Security Operation course, conduct courses on sports and skills development of PNP personnel, and conduct trainings on values and leadership geared towards the development and acquisition of proper attitude and behavior by PNP personnel. The PNPTS is responsible in reviewing the Master Training Action Plan or the MTAP and the Standard Training Package or STP. It is also responsible in implementing the Instructor Certification and Accreditation Program to ensure that all instructors for PNP trainings are duly certified. The Philippine National Police Training Service is headed by Police Brigadier General Bernard M. Banach, who is ably assisted by the Deputy Director, Police Colonel Angeles B. Hinorga Jr., along with Police Colonel Job Russell Imbalakit as the Chief of Staff. Currently, the training service is composed of 68 Police Commissioned Officers, 171 Police Non-Commissioned Officers, 149 Police Trainees, and 5 non-uniform personnel with a total of 393. The PNPTS is composed of 4 functional schools, namely School for Specialized Courses, School for Values and Leadership, School for Field Training and Technical Services, and the School for Sports and Skills Development. The PNPTS also exercise administrative and operational control over the 17 regional special training units spread across the country. The RSTUs are responsible in the implementation of RTOP, act as Secretariat of Regional Training Committee, maintains and develops pool of FTOs and supervisors for the PSFTP, and establish and maintain adequate physical training facilities and equipment. To date, the PNPTS had conducted, managed, facilitated, and monitored a total of 326 competency courses and seminars, broken down as follows: 168 field training and technical services, 68 sports and skills development trainings, 45 specialized course trainings, 45 values and leadership training, with a total of 19,976 participants. These courses and seminars are all based on the approved MTOP for calendar year 2020. Among the trainings conducted includes the 30-day focus, reformation, reorientation, and morale enhancement for police officer or former police, which aims to inculcate discipline, change the attitude and perception, reorient and re-educate, enhance the character and aptitude of erring police personnel. The Police Executive Leadership Lecture Series for senior PCOs assigned with the different NSUs based in Kamkrame, and the Leadership Development Series for police trainees undergoing the field training program in the different regional special training units. The PNPTS continue to forge strong linkages with stakeholders such as the United States Department of Justice International Criminal Investigative Training Assistance Program, United States Department of State Anti-Terrorism Assistance Program, the Bless Our Cops Movement Incorporated, and the Public Safety and Savings and Loan Association Incorporated for conduct of trainings, facility development, and implementation of projects such as the Adopt a Classroom project. Amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, the PNPTS immediately implemented health protocols mandated by the IATF to contain the further spread of the virus in order to protect its personnel and students. At the height of the pandemic, police trainees undergoing PSFTP recovered from the infection donated convalescent plasma to help the healing process of patients who are having difficulty recuperating from the disease. Under the new normal, the service carried out innovations and proactive solutions in order to continue with the delivery of quality, multidimensional learning. Facilities and systems were reconfigured which resulted to the establishment of online training system, adopting learning management system platforms such as Discology, Google Meet in Classroom, Microsoft Teams, and Webinar. This leads also to the establishment of the virtual classroom in CLS building, adopted in all its training schools and regional special training units. The PNPTS also established the Daily Health Assessment and Monitoring System, an online information system that is capable of storing, retrieving, and managing health status of PNPTS personnel and students. As the PNPTS continue to soar to greater heights, it aims to intensify, improve, and develop facilities. Among these are upgrading of organizational structure, acquisition of RSTU labs, acquisition of additional transport vehicle for RSTUs, acquisition of firearms training simulator, acquisition of ICT equipment for auditorium, construction of standard RSTU training facility, construction of bridgeway linking the parking area to the PNPTS building, renovation, upgrading of SVL Subic campus, upgrading of the firing range, and waterproofing of PNPTS CLS building. Philippine National Police Training Service will always be at the forefront in its mission to deliver quality and effective trainings in order to produce competent and value-laden police officers necessary for the preservation of a safe and secure environment. As we support our Chief Philippine National Police in his advocacy.
I have only two advocacies, no? Pabalik-balik ko to sabihin, kung magdalaw ako sa mga iba't ibang unit, ay isa, no? Believe in a supreme being. You believe and have faith in your gods, in your Allah, in Yahweh, kung sino pa man. Because I believe, no? If you believe in something supernatural or supreme being, no? Ay natatakot ka. Na at the end of the day, somebody will judge you. Somebody will see you. Somebody will protect you. Ngayon, kung hindi ka naniniwala niyan at sinabi mo na ikaw na ang pinakasiga at sentro ng universe, doon na ang problema. Doon na ang yabang. Doon na ang sobrang katapangan na wala sa lugar. So dapat meron po tayo noon. Kaakibat nito is a strong family ties and solidarity. Kasi kung maganda ang pamilya nyo, mahal ka ng mga anak mo, mahal mo yung asawa at anak mo. No, sinabi ko pamilya, hindi mga pamilya. Pamilya lang, no? Dapat merong kanyan kasi sila yung mag-a-anchor sa iyo, sila yung magtatali sa iyo para umaapak ka pa rin sa lupa.
We empower! Let's march!
Thank you very much, PNP Training Service. The Philippine National Police Training Service conducts training courses geared toward skill enhancement, intellectual advancement, and moral transformation of PNP personnel vital to the pursuit of a highly credible and responsive police force. Toward this end, the Adopt a Classroom project was conceptualized to secure funds from external stakeholders intended for the identified classrooms within PNP training service. At this point, may I request our distinguished guests and our senior officers, led by our Chief PNP, to proceed to the head table for the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement. Police General Debold Sinas, Chief PNP, Police Brigadier General Bernard Banat, Director PNP Training Service, Police Brigadier General and PGS Gabriel Jr., Member PNP Training Service Advisory Council, Police Director Ernesto Gulen, President Public Safety Savings and Loan Association Incorporated, Pastor Bernardo Manuel, President Bless Our Cops Movements Incorporated. The program implementers of the PNP training service identified the infrastructure, facilities, and equipment to enhance the quality and delivery of the training on a high standard. The objectives are to upgrade the training facilities needed in optimizing the performance of the learners, to create a positive learning environment with a welcoming atmosphere conducive for learning, to restructure the physical environment of the training facility at par with other learning institutions in and out of the country, and reinforce the ambience of the learning environment to send a pleasant impression of the learners. The plan for the classroom, infrastructure, and other facilities will be the outsourced from the identified project partner. Logistics, on the other hand, will be handled by the technical working group created for the Adopt a Classroom project. The partner organization for calendar year 2020, the Public Safety Savings and Loan Association Incorporated, or PSSLI, the Philippine National Police Foundation Incorporated, PNPFI, and Bless Our Cops Movement, or BOC. And as of this date, aside from our three generous sponsors present here today, we have on the heart to help and accepted the challenge in improving the training facilities in this service. The PNP Training Service usually have two partner organizations in the Adopt a Classroom project, namely the Ribisco Foundation Incorporated, the PNPA Kabaligad Class of 1988, the Philippine National Police Academy Alumni Association Incorporated. These additional partnerships will create a positive result in upgrading the skills of the PNP personnel. And now, thank you, sir, for our photo ops. We request the PNP Command Group to join our secretaries at the back, occupying the left side. And we request the members of the Adopt a Classroom project to occupy the right side. Thank you very much, sir. We will now proceed to the awarding of outstanding personnel and stakeholders. The 15th PNPTS founding anniversary is anchored on the theme Revitalizing PNP Core Competencies through Seamless Multidimensional Learning. At this point, we will witness the awarding of PNPTS personnel and other stakeholders who contributed to the attainment of the unit's mission. May we request the awardees to rise. To present the award is our Chief PNP, Police General Dipol CS, together with TDCA, Police Lieutenant General Eliza, TCDS, Police Major General Vera Cruz, DPRM, Police Major General Dixon, and Police Brigadier General Bernard Banak, Director PNPTS. Plaque of Merit is presented to Police Colonel Frederick Obar for being adjudged as Best Senior Police Commission Officer of the Year. A cash incentive is also being presented. Thank you very much. Plaque of Merit is presented to Police Major Dennis Mancinido as Best Junior Police Commissioned Officer. A cash incentive is also presented to our awardee. Thank you very much. Plaque of Merit is presented to Police Executive Master Sergeant Jeremy Orozco as Best Senior Police Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. And a cash incentive is also presented to our awardee. Thank you very much. Plaque of Merit is presented to Police Staff Sergeant Jonash Corpus as Best Junior Police Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year. Cash incentive is also presented. Thank you very much. Best Non-Uniform Personnel is presented to AUP Jose Evangelista Jr. Thank you very much. We now proceed to the unit awardees. Best Regional Special Training Unit is presented to Regional Special Training Unit 3. The plaque will be received by Police Colonel Frederick Obar, Training Manager RST McLean. Thank you very much. Best Performing Office for the year is presented to Internal Affairs Office. The plaque will be received by Police Lieutenant Colonel Geraldo Dapeg, Chief EI. Thank you very much. The award for the School of the Year is presented to School for Values and Leadership. The award will be received by Police Lieutenant Colonel Leon Paleo, Training Manager, School for Leadership. Thank you very much. We shall now proceed to the presentation of plaque to the stakeholders. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Mr. Agnesin Bulan Tungkab in grateful appreciation for his invaluable support to the PNP Training Service in facilitating numerous community outreach activities and charity work such as Adopt a Family program. Thank you very much. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Mr. Joselito Teruel in grateful appreciation of his invaluable support to the PNP in providing free services of public address system being used during the conduct of 5 classes of Born Police and GMRC training at PNPTS Subic Satellite Campus. Thank you very much.
Dr. Rowena Medina Manligat, in grateful appreciation for invaluable support in facilitating numerous community outreach activities and charity works such as the Adopt a Family program. Thank you very much, ma'am. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Olongapo Interdependent Churches. The plaque will be received by Pastor Elmer Elagus. Thank you very much, sir. A plaque of appreciation is presented to PNPTS Advisory Council, and the plaque will be received by Police Brigadier General Elpidio Gabriel Jr., Member Advisory Council. Thank you very much, sir. We would also like to recognize the donors of our Adopt a Classroom project, and the plaque of appreciation is presented to Public Safety Savings and Loan Association Incorporated, in grateful appreciation for their invaluable support to the PNP Training Service in the restoration and refurbishment of PNPTS Annex Building Classroom 4D. This astounding initiative immensely contributed to the realization of the mission and vision of the PNP Training Service. And the plaque is received by the President, Police Director Ernesto Belin. Also, plaque of appreciation is presented to Bless Our Cops Movement Incorporated, or BOC, in grateful appreciation for their support in the restoration and refurbishment of PNPTS Annex Building Room 4. This astounding initiative immensely contributed to the realization of the mission and vision. And plaque will be received by Pastor Bernabé Mangal Jr., President, Bless Our Cops Movement. Thank you very much, sir. Again, a round of applause to all our awardees, and please be seated.
Thank you very much, sir. We shall come to the ceremonial handover of the 3,000 Bibles and New Testament to the PNP Training Service. The Gideons International is an association of Christian business and professional men and their wives dedicated to telling people about Jesus through associating together for service, sharing personal testimony, and by providing Bibles and New Testaments. These dedicated individuals have given their time and money to make it possible for others to learn about the love of God by giving them access to His Word. Today, we request Brother Norman Zara, National Executive Director, Brother Mike Sarmiento, President Zaldo Luzon State, and Brother June Minar will hand over the 3,000 Bibles and New Testament to the PNP Training Service. May we request the PNP to receive the Bible and the New Testament. These Holy Scriptures, ladies and gentlemen, will be distributed to PNP personnel. Other round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir, and kindly be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker is the Director, PNPTS, Police Brigadier General Bernard Bana.
Today, we are honored by the esteemed presence of a gentleman with a sterling police service record that is characterized primarily by hard work. Hailing from Butuan City, Mindanao, he is proudly a Bisaya Gayud. In 1983, he pursued his dream of becoming a law enforcer and entered the Philippine Military Academy, where he graduated as a member of illustrious Hiniran class of 1987 and served the Philippine Constabulary as a young lieutenant. Equipped with the knowledge and skills acquired through training and service experience, he was given a chance to head key positions in the Philippine National Police. In 2006, he assumed as the Chief of Finance Service, Office 18. He rose in his career with his straightforward management, emphasizing discipline and loyalty to the organization. In 2010, he became the Senior Executive Assistant in the Office of the Chief Directorial Staff, and subsequently, in 2016, as the Secretary Directorial Staff, where he earned his rank as one-star general. He implemented measures to strictly adhere in all policies of the PNP and the Chief PNP's directives. He introduced changes that made several improvements in the PNP protocols and discipline system. He assumed as the director of the Crime Laboratory Group and later took over as the Regional Director of Police Regional Office 7 for 1 year and 4 months, and successfully mounted the war against drugs and elevated Central Visayas into a better police organization that truly serves the people. In 2019, he assumed as the Regional Director of the National Capital Regional Police Office. As the Metro Top Cop, he closely supervised the peace and order situation of the National Capital Region and assured the safety of the community from the threats of criminality, particularly illegal drugs and corruption, among others. Inspired by the concept of united action in his favorite Japanese anime, Voltes 5, he adopted this unity theme as backbone of his leadership when he assumed command as the 25th Chief of the Philippine National Police. As the 5 component parts would adhere together to form the formidable Voltes 5, his intention is to involve the community, government, and the police working together and heading towards one goal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you the quintessential leader who let his personnel vote in for a better organization. The 25th Chief of the Philippine National Police, help me welcome Police General Debold Menorias Sinas.
Thank you. Please be seated. To Team PNP, good noon to all. I'd like to congratulate first the Director of the Training Service, si Bernie Bana, for your anniversary, sa lahat po na nandito. I'd like to acknowledge, of course, yung kasama ko po dito, yung sa command group, and my classmate, si Police General Gilo Elizar. Nandito po siya. Si DCO natin, and he was hoping to join us. However, he will be going to Cagayan Valley para po mag-distribute ng relief goods doon sa mga nasalanta ng Typhoon Ulysses. Kaalis po nila, kasama po si TDBCR. Now, kasama po natin dito ay yung PCDS po natin, si Police General Jojo Veracruz. Of course, nandito yung PDPRM namin na si General Bong Dixon at nandito rin yung natin, Chief ng Training na si Clip Intiso. So nakita nyo, lahat po yun ay Class 87. No? So ibig sabihin, isa lang kausapin nyo, pareho-pareho na yan. Diba? So hindi nyo na kailangan ako lang kausapin nyo, kaya nga sila ay katuwang, kaya nga the concept of Voltes 5 is hindi po si Voltes 5 ang mag-solve ng problem natin. Tayo pa rin. However, the concept of unity and coordination is there para bawat isa ay magsama-sama, mapagaan ngayon yung trabaho natin at napalakas tayo. Isang unit, isang tao lang ang humiwalay, sakit na tayo sa ulo. No? Isa lang na pulis, nagagago dyan, sakit na tayo sa ulo. Paano pa kaya pag dumami yan? It's the concept of unity, cooperations, coordinations, and joining, kaya nga both in, ang kailangan natin. No, hindi natin kailangan ng kung ano. Kaya sinabi ko sa inyo, dapat sama-sama tayo. After everything, kung meron mang tampuhan, meron mang alitan, let's forget it for a while. And let's work together for a better country. Of course, I'd like to acknowledge also yung donors natin, yung sa Adapt a Classroom project ng Fishline under kay General Belencer. Thank you very much po. Yung Bless Up, kasi ever since, nandiyan na yung Bless Up, and I think they help us a lot in changing the values and attitude of our policemen. Thank you very much po, sir. Yung Video International, sir, thank you. At least you've got 3,000 copies here. Sa NCR po, binigay po nila sa amin ay 19,000 copies po. So, we give that sa bawat district, yung chaplain service namin doon, siya po talaga nagbigay with a mass. Alam mo, kung pupunta kayo sa Amerika, ang pinaka-common sa mga rooms are Bible. Diba? Yung King James Bible. Maski saan ka pupunta doon sa Amerika, maski pa sa motel, diba? Pagbukas man ng drawer, Bible. So I think it's a sign of, maski pa paano, when it comes to crisis, meron ka lang mabasa. Diba? That's really a concept. Dahil na pag may mga pandemic, when everything is already out, when everything is already neglected, at nag-iisa ka na lang, then you have to resort to commune to your God. So yun yung, kaya nga isa yan sa mga concept ko talaga. Isa pa, I'm not fond of having 9-point agenda, 6-point agenda, no. I'm more on the implementation of the policy for continuity. Whatever the best practices of the previous administration, let's adapt it and progress it. No, we should not reinvent the wheel. No, kung ano po yung ikaganda ay dapat gawin. Kung kailangan baguhin, ay baguhin. To that effect, I'd like to encourage the HRDD and of course TS and PNPI to study the concept that TS will be under the functional grouping of PNPI. No? Para isa na lang sila doon. Lahat ng mga training nandoon na. Kasi basic recruit nasa PNPI. Pagkatapos niya pupunta sa RSTU, diba, sa training service. Why not make it join that for easy supervision? Anyway, PNPI is still within the ambit of authority of the HRDD. Nasa supervision din niya. Try considering it kasi nga para ma-focus na natin yung energy natin, no? Para iisa na lang at mabilis. Hindi na sila dadaan pa rito sa HRDD, pa-approve pa sa level ko. They could already do that kung nag-iisa lang sila, yung transfer para po mapabilis. With that, I'd like to acknowledge also yung mga police generals na nandito. No? Of course, nandito si Ronald Lee, yung PNP natin. Because one of the projects, one of the campaign of the government is anti-illegal drugs. So, hindi ibig sabihin, dito kayo sa training service, wala kayo nga. Meron po kayo dito. I'm hoping sa training nyo, sana sabihin nyo, bawal na bawal ang droga. Bawal ang gumamit ng droga, bawal ang mag-protect ng droga, bawal ang tumanggap ng suhol galing sa mga drug lords. So effective immediately. Training service, all participants, no? All participants, on the first day, you have to assure me that you're doing it on the first day of that training. All participants should undergo the random drug test. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo dyan, alam nyo naman yung style, first day, ipon. Diba? Paipunin, then i-drug test. Yung mga na hindi nakasama sa drug test, RTO kaagad. No? Unexplained. Kasi let us follow the directive. Pag nag-opening tayo, nandyan lahat. Okay? Pag humabol yan kung saan yung palop niyan, maraming dahilan, cut it. We make a stand. If we want to train them, we train them. So effective immediately. Pag mag-open tayo ng course on the first day, no, maski ano pa yung opening mo, after that, cordon the area, then have it drug test. Okay? Then we will see kung sino po ang gumagamit sa atin. No? Kung pwede ba yun? Ano, Bernie? Okay? I'll set you example. When I was in arm, maniwala kayo hindi. In my 1.5 year doon, ang nahuli ko doon, 240 na drug users. Doon ako sa arm, ha? Ang pinayla namin di-dismiss doon before ako umalis is 164. Tandang-tanda ko yung statistics niya. Hindi pa ako doon ang RD. No? So, saan ang karamihan doon? Sa training service ko po na nahuli. Ang RSTO ko doon is si Lieutenant Colonel Ali. Diba? So, kung magda-drug test kami doon, halos every week. Kasi captured audience na nga sila. Diba? Lalo na sa foreign police. Okay? Now, kasi yung mga report na involved siya sa drugs, pag nag-positive yan, all reports are confirmed. Pag nag-negative dyan, most likely hindi siya user, but the other report might be true. So effective immediately, pakigawa po niyan. Also, HRDD at saka TS, try studying din concept because upuan natin to, na dapat pag mag-training tayo, pareho-pareho. Meron lang very few peculiarities bawat region at sabay-sabay. Diba? Tingnan mo. Kung sa first quarter, I want this implemented, first quarter, ang courses natin, first month, for police. So, ibig sabihin, within the first week, lahat na regions mag-open ang for police. Hindi yung nasa discretion. Okay? Now, kung may problema, then let's study. Pag sinabi natin, lahat mag-open ng SWAT, lahat mag-open. And let us be realistic. We will not conduct so many trainings just for statistics. It defeats the purpose. Hindi tayo magpa-training kung hindi punduhan. That's really the problem sa baba. Dumaan tayo ng mag-RD kami. Diba? Gusto nyo magawa ng SWAT, wala namang suporta. So ang gagawin natin, we'll be forced to magpunta doon kung saan-saan. No? So tapos, that's really the problem. Now, kung sabihin natin, sir, may for police kasi iba-iba naman yung suspension, so be it. Effective immediately in the PRM at HRDD, all personnel na nasuspend ay dapat dadaan sa form police. Hindi sila pabalikin sa mga unit nila kung hindi sila dumaan ng form police. Everybody could do that, no? Mas ipadalhin mo yan doon sa sa Anglopalok kung ang trainers natin ay palpak, wala rin mangyari. And that training, as my observation, kung ang RD, ang unit commanders makialam at magaling yung RSTO natin, magagawa nga yan. I've been doing that in Region 7, I'm doing that in CRPO. Lahat po yan. Okay? Now, I'm very particular on our police recruits. Okay? I'm very empathic ito. Sorry po kung meron pong masasaktan at magalit. Effective immediately, lahat ng mga trainers natin, whether in basic recruit course or FTP, ay hindi dapat ma-access ng mga lending institution. Anybody violating this directive, pakilabas nito kung should be charged for gross insubordination. Alam niyo kung bakit? No? Ang recruit natin, turuan natin ang tama. Huwag natin pilitin mag-loan, mag-ganito. Kasi nakita nyo, kaya nga tinatal natin yung sweldo para sa kanila. Imagine mo, 1 year pa lang sila, temporary pa. We have that specific provision na hindi sila pwede mag-engage into lending, ay binabiolate natin. Okay? So effective immediately. Lahat yan. Anybody na may recruit, I'll have the redirect the finance na maski nag-FTP, pag may utang, charge them violation with and terminate them. Okay? I don't care. Magkakaso-kaso tayo, kadami natin abogado. Okay? So, TS, pwede ba yun? We've done that in CRPO, na-violate lang because of some direct intervention from the Office of the Chief PNP. This time, I don't want it. Okay? Now, make them regular. Kasi tandaan nyo, pag ang pulis walang pera at walang sweldo at nasa kalsada, anong sa tingin nyo gagawin? Karamihan sa nahuli ng IMEC during my time dyan po sa sa NCRPO, 40% noon, tanong nyo kay Ronald V, kasama namin yan, ay walang sweldo. Diba? Or hikaos. Ang dahilan may problema sa buhay, may ganito, dadagdagan pa ninyo. Then we encourage them. Kung sabihin nyo, kawawa naman, sabihin ni Father, kawawa naman yan sir, walang pera, adi ampunin nyo sa bahay nyo, patirahin nyo doon. Diba? That is what our approach. Everybody has its own problem. And we are here to assist you only. It is you to take care of your life. Maski pa anong sabi ko sa inyo, kung abusado ka, gastador ka, wala ka sa at gagamitin mo pang alibay yung pamilya mo, wala na talaga tayong magawa. Ay, totoo naman, may mga ibang kasama na grabe talaga ang problema. Then, we will treat them case-to-case basis. Hindi sweeping. Okay? Hindi naman tayo ganun ka-inyuman. Now, I'm very emphatic dyan because I want the recruits to observe. No? Kasi pag nagkamali tayo dyan, patay tayo niyan. Pangalawa, okay? I don't want na the FTP program na isang FTO handling more than 4 recruits. Okay? Dapat kung 4 lang para ma-supervise. And please, change your program. Diba? Talk to NCRPO, RSTU. May innovations there. Kasi part sa program ninyo, araw-araw kinausap ng FTO ang FTP niya ng 8 to 12. Tapos lalabas lang ng hapon na. Ano pa bang hindi nyo na pag-usapan? Okay? So change that one. Pagdating doon, dapat kung patrol, and they should be assigned in police station. Ang mag-supervise sa kanila ay chief of police, hindi po FTO. Because kung may mangyayari sa kanila, ang sasagot doon ang chief of police, ang provincial director o district director, at saka yung RD. No? Tapos kung ang program yung patrol, incorporate them in the patrol system of the station. Doon natin sila pakinabangan. So I'll be checking that around, Bernie. I want to talk to regional RSTU para maintindihan nila. No? Yung program na nandun ako sa region 7, ganun din. Sa NCR, ganun. I changed that. No? Kasi nga, araw-araw, kinokontrol ng ng mga FTO yung program. Ngayon, pag ang isang FTO, naka-assign siya, for example, sa NCR, sa Parañaque, ang FTO mo is nasa Caloocan, dapat i-transfer siya sa Parañaque para doon ang continuity. Hindi yung nasa Parañaque siya, tapos pupunta siya doon nasa Caloocan siya, punta sa Parañaque, kasi nandun FTP. This should be assigned there. Pag ang program is patrol, all the FTOs and FTPs should be assigned at the patrol section of the stations para pakinabangan natin at naka-align. Sabi ko na i-observe na dapat walang baril, but they're authorized to bring stick, police sticks. Diba? Sabi ko nga, kung wala kayong baril, we will now practice the use of taser gun or pepper spray as an alternative. Then assign them to less critical area. Diba? Diyan ako nagtaka. Now, I was in the NCR, our shiftings called for 12 hours. Sinabi ng mga tauhan mo doon, pero ngayon sumusunod na. After ng series of panlalait and bull out, sumunod na rin. Diba? If the shifting of NCRPO is 12 hours, you should listen. Imagine mo, sabihin sa 8 hours lang talaga kami, sabi ko get out of NCRPO. Because saan ba magsiservisyo yan? Di ba sa NCRPO din? Susundin mo na yung shifting namin. Kung hindi mo obserbahan yun, then find another region for their FTP programs. Tapos, sabi ko, Saturday and Sunday, yung mga magagaling nating tao dito sa TS, ang reason, wala kami Saturday, Sunday. My God, my country and people. Diba? We are on 24 hours alert, 24/7. Kaya ako sinabing pati Saturday and Sunday, Kasi pag naging actual police niya, nagtatrabaho din niya ng Saturday and Sunday. That's why the program is FTP. Pinalitan natin yan. Ang simple term niyan, on-the-job training. Ayaw natin ng on-the-job training kung ano-anong pangalan nilagay natin. But basically, it's still the same. Okay? So I will discuss that further. Second, please yung training natin, huwag natin pahirapan yung mga pulis natin. And ang training natin, Cliff, should be based on a certain number. Let's see the difference. Okay? When you do the junior leadership course, sa inyo yun, di ba? Sa inyo. Okay. Para tayong Jollibee. Di ba? Isa lang ang isang junior leadership course per region. Now consider NCR. The strength of NCR is 24,000. Compare that with Pro 4B, which has only 3,000. Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, consider it. It has 5 districts, then use the 5 districts. I've been asking that with General Gamboa dati. Ginawa po namin yun. We have, kasi, unfair. Kaya yung mga pulis natin, kung saan-saan ang pupunta. And we have to further, decentralize it. Kasi nga, because of COVID-19. Okay? Tapos, yung pang isang concept na may ownership. Pagka ang training, ang SWAT, ang ownership is NCRPO. That will not work with us. Alam niyo kung bakit? Ang owner ng lahat na training dapat DHRDD. Nakaya ba? Hindi makagawa ng SWAT ang isang region kung walang clearance sa NCRPO kasi nga nasa kanila instructor. Ang naging style niya. Ang dapat gawin natin, hopefully you could work this out, na pag may course tayo, tama yung ginawa natin na meron ng syllabus, meron ng ganito, meron ng ganon, plus meron na tayo yung the whole package itself. Na pag ako, instructor, ibigay ko sa inyo, nandiyan niya pati yung lesson plan. Kung anong ituro sa first part, second part, ganon. Yun po ang concept niyan. Ginagawa na natin yun. Pero DHRDD ang ownership na yan. Hindi po NCRPO for SWAT, kung ano pa, sniper doon sa SAF, ganun. It should not be. It should be the one. Sabihin natin, gumawa ka ng the whole package yan. Ito yun. Then, we have pool of instructors in every region. Alam niyo yan. Di ba? Para hindi natin pahirapan. May pool of instructors kayo na lahat. Kasi sometimes, sa HL, assign nito sa malayo, ang kailangan lang is databasing. Check ninyo kung sino pwede maging instructor. Nandyan na yan. Para easier. Ang problema lang kasi natin, we make it easier at katamaran. NCR nag-propose niyan, sila ang panalo. O TS na ganyan. It's not. In terms of unity, nasa teaching yan. Diba? Tingnan nyo. Pag magturo lahat, nainggit tayo sa ibang training service, pero ganun po ginagawa noon. Diba? Ganun. Kasi masyado na tayong decentralized. Tingnan niyo yun. So, pag sabing SWAT, isa lang ang module ng SWAT. Isa lang ang susundin. Pero, pwede ang instructor niyan nandoon na sa region. Alam niyo na yun kung sino may training ng SWAT. Parang ganun, kasi ang SWAT ang palagi problema. No? At saka yung snipers. Okay? Also, please coordinate. Usap-usap tayo para hindi to. Third, of course, yung concept ng pandemic should always be there. Okay? Now, we have very bad example with the NPC, National Police College. Lately, na maraming naapektuhan doong mga police. Okay? Ang laki na lang, yung NCRPO, Health Service, responded. Okay? So, kumbaga, hindi maganda yung program doon. Now, sa mga recruit, ako sinabi ko na yan noon. No? Now, I'm the Chief PNP. Kung bakit ako mahilig magpa-test, magpa-swab test. Because the program of the government is the early detection. We could only detect the COVID-19 infection if we are conducting regular swab test. Diba? Pagkatapos, kailangan, by the time na sinuwab ka, naka-quarantine ka na. Para kung nag-positive, ang bilis na makulong. Now, sa atin, ang bilis na ng result. So, hindi na kagad natin. Ang kailangan, ang reaction. So, ibig sabihin, dapat, pag nag-positive yan, dapat walang home quarantine. Dalhin yan sa designated quarantine facilities. Then, conduct the tracing. Kung sino yung may direct contact sa kanya, ikulong na rin sa quarantine facilities. then have it tested. I have already a template for NCRQ niya. So, HS, effective immediately, dapat meron kang station health unit dito. And it should be nurses, registered nurses. Kung wala ka, tingnan mo kung anong region. Para dito sa facilities natin, meron kagad in charge. No? Pagsabihin natin na, sir, kailangan mag-swab, doon sila. Kumbaga, ang gamitin ng email address at saka telephone sa application nila will be the telephone and email address of your station health unit. Kasi may mga kasamahan tayo, based on experience, na hindi kagad nagsasabi. Palagi po yan doon sa amin, nung early part, may later part, na nag-positive na siya, ayaw na niya sabihin. Nung nalaman na lang, 4 or 5 days after, umiikot na siya. So ano nangyayari? Once i-assess ng station health unit, lahat na opisina, quarantine. Also, this is already 8 months or 9 months of the COVID pandemic. We should have learned and adapted the different protocols and system. No? Dapat hindi na tayo natakot sa COVID-19. Yes, it's true, we should fight to stop the spread of COVID-19, but now we should have already learned to live with COVID-19 around. How do we do it? Diba? Yung so-called new normal, tingnan nyo kung may nag-define pa ng new normal. Tingnan nyo ang definition ng new normal. Doing your daily activities, your daily job, daily mask, with the strict implementation of the minimum health standards set forth by the DOH, which are mask, shield, social distancing, decon, disinfection, avoid crowded places, etc., etc. Ngayon, kung ginagawa natin yan, less tayong maapektuhan. Okay? Na, kung mahilig ka pa rin ng public display of affection, patay tayo niyan. Kung mapansin nyo, pati pagkain, di ba? Balot-balot na. And, well, I'm fine with that arrangement, di ba? Round table is not really much, encourage, dapat long table na tayo kagaynon. Kasi, ang effective niyan, harap lang, one side, hindi harapan. That's the protocol na kung long table ka, one side lang. Yung harap mo, it will determine ka. Hindi po nagkaharapan. Okay, that's just a suggestion and consider. And that's nasa batas po yan. Nasa directive po yan in ITF. Okay? We will observe. Ganon, di ba? And everybody should wear mask. Kasi alam nyo kung bakit. Kung palagi tayo nag-test at inuuna natin yung may mga suspected na direct contact, sigurado tayo hindi tayo napiktuhan. No? And also, we limit the coming in of guests. No? Kung unless otherwise, it could show cause, mga ganon. I only encourage RT-PCR. There's quite a problem with the rapid test or the antigen because mahirap pa, no? Mababa pa po ang probability niya. Okay? In fact, yung sinabi na i-antigen ka muna tapos bago ka mag-RT-PCR, the probability of infection is very low. Tapos dalawang process ka pa. But nasa guidelines yun. Pero ako, why should not go straight to RT-PCR when we have already our own molecular laboratory? Okay? Ilan lang dito ang tao natin. It's just a matter of management. Comparing our performance sa NCR and Camp Crame, when we are 24,000, dito sa Camp Crame is less than 10,000. In the advent of the pandemic from March to today, ang NCR has already conducted 22,000 swab tests of its personnel. Actual niya na swab test is nasa 18,000 na. Pabalik-balik kasi kami niyan. There are certain officers na talagang komando na every month sinaswab ko yan. And we save life. No? And it's very critical na maski ng pandemic yung nasa sentro ng pandemic ang NCR at nandiyan kami palagi sa labas, at least mataas ang infection namin dahil we are conducting swab test. So immediately, Bernie, diba? Kung meron kang classroom instruction, find a way to have them all swab. Ang problema kasi natin is uwi ng uwi yung mga tao. No? Uwi ng uwi, along the way, namamasyal pa, etc. Now, no amount pa rin yung swab natin. Effective yung swab na yan kung everybody stays in. Now, for how to do that, that's your challenge. I'm very happy that you're adopting IT, no? Para ma-improve yun. Hybrid is good. Situit na lang na maintindihan ng tao natin. Okay? Kasi puro naman tayo Zoom, wala namang nagsusupervise, wala din for compliance. Kung gano'n din na naman, wala natutunan yung tao natin, wala tayo mag-training. It's an exercise of futility and stupidity. So if you're doing the Zoom, see to it na meron siya. Ano ba, tingnan natin, anong ginawa ng DepEd? No? Tingnan natin, ang style nila na nakausap ko yung DepEd, lecture ngayon, bukas exam. Araw-araw ng exam. Para mapilitang magbasa. Diba? Magbasa. So exam ka, araw-araw exam. Tapos isubmit din online. Diba? Ganon. Para matutulong magbasa. Kailangan na naman natin yan as magbasa or makinig ng mga guidelines. Again, I'd like to congratulate yung mga awardees. Okay? And I'm very happy na at least we're still practicing this one. Because the guidelines ata, nung nagpunta ka ng Presidente, as that dapat we're trying to go to normalize the situation. Doing the daily jobs with observations. Kasi, kumbaga, naghirap na lahat. And we're very lucky, no? Nasa buong Pilipinas, na hindi pa na malala talaga yung situation. Just like other countries, no? Na, so, dami ng patay, marami affected, marami ng looting. At least hindi pa gaano kalaki sa atin. Okay? The problem of mental health is real. Sa NCR is very glaring. Hopefully dito sa kuha natin ay wala na. Then effective immediately, Bernie, there is no more 7 days off, 7 days duty. I want that to be scrapped. No? To DPRM, I need to see that directive. Okay? Now, kung marami kang tao dito, sabihin mo, sir, siksikan, download them to units. No? Kung ayaw madalo sa PS, download them to NCRPO. Download them to the region. Kasi for the last 8 months, ginawa nyo yan dito, ibig sabihin, nagsusurvive kayo ng isang shift. So why not continue it? In fact, dito, sa Camp Crame, I've been monitoring it, it's 8 to 5. So hindi natin kaya yan, then we listen our people. Ako din ako one of the big supported dyan, in-implement ko kayo, work from home. Now, we have statistics in CRPO, ang work from home mukhang walang effect. The purpose ng work from home is para hindi mahawa. No amount. Lahat ng pinag-work from home namin, 40% noon nag-positive. Nag-work from home ka pa. Diba? So, ganun po yun. Mas maganda pa, i-monitor natin yung mga tao natin dito sa loob para mag-ano. So, we have so many practices on doon, i-adapt natin yun. And being in headquarters, we set the guidelines and we guide our people. When it comes to the policy, dapat walang malaking discretion sa baba. No? Dapat pag sinabi natin kakaliwa, kaliwa lahat. Hindi yung sabing kaliwa, pupunta mo na ako sa rotonda, mamasyal ako bago ako kakaliwa. No? Pag sinabing kaliwa, kaliwa tayo. This directive has been there, no? Bago pa tayo dumating dyan. Ako, I've been noted talaga, nagbabasa ako. Kung meron tayong policy, implement it. Kung hindi natin kaya policy, kasi obsolete na, change it. Diba? Do the necessary thing of working, technical working group, blah, 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 blah. That's the only request ito. But nonetheless, this is the time to be happy. No? Dahil to congratulate sa inyo before the 50th anniversary po ninyo. At least, no, you've been, for 15 years, TS has been improving to good. You have good rooms, tsaka good facilities. Ang isang sa request ko lang, Bernie, try considering yung mga facilities natin sa regions. No? I'm fine kung puro dito magaganda, puro aircon tayo dito, ganito. Try check the status of the region also. Now, if you're requesting doon, try checking. Diba? Ganda nga natin dito, pumunta ka sa ARM, wala ilaw, butas-butas ang classroom, ganito. What do you expect? We always say na dapat, bigyan ng dignity. And yet, we are considering it. At saka, dapat yung attitude natin sa mga ang STU natin ay parang mga teacher at saka guidance counselors. Check mo rin yung reputations. Diba? We don't just accept na maging chief dito, lalo na sa mga recruit, kasi sila yung huhubog sa mentality ng natin. No? Sila huhubog ng attitude at skills ng tao. Kung binigay natin yan sa tarantado, except po tarantado din yan. Proven na po yan. Diba? Kung hindi talaga siya dapat mag-FTO because of his character, huwag na. Diba? Then, conduct regular drug test doon. Now, I have so many policies dyan as best practice ko for the 2 regions. I'd like to share it sa inyo and consider. Okay? I'm very happy that everybody committed to bolt in with us. Yun lang po ang nakita naming dahilan kung para tayo magpo-forward. No? Lahat na support nandiyan na yan, lahat na stakeholders ka rin, okay na yan. And also, I will stand our ground that I don't want just to do things to be popular. No, I don't want to implement policies that are only popular. Maski pa unpopular yung policy, but kailangan we have to do it. When we call na maski di yung popular, but that's the right directive and the right program, we should implement it. Hindi lang dahil gusto na natin sumikat, ay dahil implement natin. That's not my style. Kung lahat na policy ay implement, whether may masaktan o wala, kaya nga ang phrase natin, implement the laws without the fear or favor attitude. So ganun po tayo niyan. Kasi kung natatakot ka, the door is open for you. No? The door for open for you. Ganun po natin yan. Kasi ang attitude, ayaw ko magtatrabaho kasi pagalitan ako eh. And also, immune yourself. Prepare yourself for the pressures. Pressures ng stakeholders, pressures ng namin na komando, pressures pa ng mga pamilya, pressure pa ng mga retired generals. So, sama-sama na yan. At yan po ang huhubog ng karakter mo. No? Ako, I try to be immune dyan. Diba? I resist. Diba? Kasi that's the only way to implement natin yung policy, maski na magtatawag, kung pwede naman na huwag mo na i-consider, ay ganun. But, it's yours. Again, sabi ko nga sa inyo, there is no perfect rule dyan. It's up to you as a unit commander to adapt it to your style of management. No? Lahat tayo nag-aral ng required mag-aral ng management. It's just a matter of appreciating it. I'd like to congratulate everybody for your 15th anniversary. To the awardees, congratulations. And I'm hoping that your pride may increase, no? And that your good deeds will be appreciated by your co-workers in training service and in the PNP. In behalf of your command group, together with my command group, together with the other officers here, we express our congratulations at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful message. The PNPTS family is honored to have the Chief PNP on this special event. At this point, the Director, please be seated. At this point, the Director PNPTS, together with Deputy Director Training Service, Police Colonel Angeles Henyorga Jr., would like to present a plaque of appreciation and memento to our guest of honor and speaker. Citation reads, plaque of appreciation is presented to Police General de Bolsinas, Chief Philippine National Police, in grateful appreciation for his invaluable support as guest of honor and speaker during the celebration of the 15th PNP Training Service anniversary. Our Chief PNP will also receive an action figure of Voltus 5 itself. And a photo souvenir is also presented to our Chief PNP, taken during the foyer honor earlier. Also, a memento is also given to our Chief PNP, Voltus 5 items, and other collectibles.
Thank you very much, sir. Magsitayo po tayong PNP lingkod ng bayan. And that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, our program. May we request our chief sir to indulge us for the protocols.